towards women. We very often hear that. Question I have is, who is responsible? Is it the men or the women? Society in general, in many walks of life, is unjust towards women, and much more is expected of a woman than from a man performing the same role. And there's absolutely no denying that. There are many inequalities and violence against women world over. Even in this day and age, the image of a woman in the minds of most people is biased and preconceived. In many societies, a woman has to go according to the norms of society, so much so she sacrifices her desires, her own personal desires, just for the sake of the family, whereas a man does not have to. Who is responsible for this discrimination? According to me, both men and women are responsible for the ill treatment of women and injustice to women. Men, because most of the time they are oppressors, they are hand in glove with whatever oppression takes place. Women, because they bring up their daughters according to society's norms, and many times they are very actively involved in the case of bride burning in the form of the boy's mother. However, women are also responsible for misuse of their sex. Yes, the story that I'm going to share with you today is a real story shared by a friend of mine. My friend's business partner, a woman, was suing him on grounds that she did not get her maternity leave. He and she had started the physiotherapy clinic together. My friend is a physio. However, as time went on, she barely came to the office. She put in fewer hours versus my friend. She basically had taken 133 days of vacation this year, which was clearly far in excess of what an employee is allowed, or even for that matter, you're running your own business as an entrepreneur, that's far in excess. She recently went on maternity leave and claimed that she be given the benefit of maternity leave as an employee. As a business owner, you don't share the revenues earned while you're away, especially in a small setup. You partake in the revenues earned for the hours you put in, less expenses. So here was a lady who decided to misuse her sex, basically to eat the cake and have it too. She claimed herself as a business partner when she was putting in hours far less than any other employee in the company. And now she conveniently switched to being an employee to claim maternity leave. To top it all, her maternity leave is over and done with, and she hasn't turned up to the office after the maturity of her maternity leave. This is where women are detested, and many organizations, small or big, become so prejudiced that they don't want to employ women. Let me give you another example. Today, in one of the Facebook pages where a topic of why women are ill-treated was being discussed, one woman mentioned that she'd rather be disrespected as a woman rather than stand shoulder to shoulder with a man. Wonder why? Pretty lame reason. She was narrating an incident where she had to stand in a long queue to get something, and she basically skipped standing in the queue because she used her women's play card. She told all the men in the queue that she can't stand in the long queue on grounds of being a woman. To me, this is totally disgusting. High time some women learn that if you want to be given equal opportunities, you need to stand on an equal footing and not use the woman card just when it suits you. Of course, the characteristics, the features, the strengths, etc. of each sex is different. But don't use your lame woman card just to get things done. We need to treat ourselves with respect and stop using sex as a matter of convenience. We are already given the raw end of the stick on many walks of life in many countries. Why make it worse by shooting yourself in the foot by using the lame woman card? This is something we all need to think about. Thank you.